Peymon who?
Mottahedeh.
Peymon Mottahedeh. Who is he?
Never paid taxes for 30 years. Fought the U.S. tax court and won.
See, I believe our rights come from God, not from government. Hello to my truth and freedom-seeking friends. I'm Peymon Mottahedeh, the president of Freedom Law School, which I created in 1996. And for over 30 years, I have not filed or paid any federal income or payroll taxes, and been teaching Americans like you to do the same legally and safely. It's going to be a special treat for you guys in this presentation because I'm calling the IRS during the daytime, so use this a replay you're seeing, and asking them to show me the law that requires me and the people of the 50 United States of America to file and pay federal income taxes. So, because the IRS does not allow video calls without their permission, they don't want to be seen on camera. Heaven forbid we have transparency. I can see them. I can only call them. I will call them on their 800 number they got, 800-829-1040. Probably wait for a long time, to get to somebody and ask questions about where is the law that requires Peymon Mottahedeh or you, the people of the 50 United States, to file and pay federal income taxes. It should be very easy. I mean, after all, the IRS is there. The job is to enforce the law. The law that they're supposed to enforce is the Internal Revenue Code. This is it. The federal income tax laws are all here in this book, over 10,000 pages of tiny font, tissue paper thin, minutia garbage, which the definitions are not at the front for you to see, but hidden in the back. So you give up trying to understand this thing and become a slave, follow TurboTax, H&R Block, your accountant, CPA, and tax attorney, and sign that piece of paper under oath and swear that you owe the IRS money. That's how they get you. Well, let's talk to the experts. Of course, we always encourage every one of you to write petitions to your congressman with all these legal points completely laid out. Ask the lawmakers, the owners of the dog, IRS, the owner, hey, where's a law that requires me to submit to your dog, IRS? Of course, congressmen none of them have been able to do that after all these years that we've done these petitions. So, but let's call the IRS, have a little fun, okay?
Welcome to the Internal Revenue Service. You can also visit us at www.irs.gov. To continue in English, press 1.
Para continuar en español, oprima 2.
For questions about your refund or the status of your amended tax return, press 1. For questions about eligibility for a clean vehicle credit, Form 1099-K, answers about personal income taxes, calculating your income tax withholding, ordering a tax form, publication, or tax transcript, press 2. For answers about your business taxes, press 3. For questions about a form you have already submitted, or a payment, or to order a tax transcript, press 1. For questions about tax rules, for help filing a form, or if you need to order a tax form or publication, press 2. For questions about the tax reform law, or
push
to
2.
order a blank form or publication, press 1. To get the mailing address for tax returns or payments, press 2. If you did not receive a W-2 or 1099 form, press 3. For questions about the tax reform law, or calculating your income tax withholding, or general tax questions, including filing a return or tax rules and regulations, press 4. To repeat this menu, press
Perfect. That's the
for
one.
questions related to filing, dependents, income, and credits for Form 1040, press 1. For questions related to Schedule D, self-employment, or pensions, IRAs, press 2. call may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes. Please hold while your call is transferred. A representative who will direct your call will be with you shortly.
My name is Miss Berry,
Mm-hmm.
and my operator ID is 10035265004.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome.
Thank you very much, Miss Berry. I needed your assistance. I figured that I should call the IRS. I had some questions about the 1040 income tax form, its instructions, and the law. Do you have a few moments to help me navigate through that simple questions I got?
So I'm just the operator. The only thing I would be able to do is get you over to the department that you need to help you out.
Okay. All right. What department would be able to help me with those questions?
So it will be our filing department that you have some line-specific questions concerning the 1040 you stated.
Yes, I have some questions about 1040 form, instructions, and the related laws. Yeah, huh?
No problem. Let me get you over to our filing department so they can help you out, okay?
Thank you very much, Miss Berry.
You are very welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Same with you.
We estimate your wait time to be between 15 and 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, 15, 30 minutes. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll spare you that. We're gonna cut this video short. We're gonna wait here. When they get us back on, with somebody at the filing department, we'll start a video for you guys so you don't have to wait watching for this time, okay? We're gonna go off the record. We'll come back with the answer.
My name is Ms. Douglas. My ID number is 100-365-4395.
Thank you very much, Ms. Douglas. I had some questions about filling out the 1040 income tax form and instructions, if I may ask of you, because I want to make sure I follow the law 100% right. I'm a very kind of a careful person about these things. I do not want to make any mistakes. And in the past, I've seen many accountants mislead and make mistakes. So I would really appreciate if you could take a few minutes with me, answer some questions I got on the 1040 form, instruction, and the law. Okay?
So we can only help you fill out maybe 2 lines at the most.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's so you don't have to help me fill out any lines at this point. The question I got to start with, ma'am, is the 1040 form, the U.S. individual income tax return forms. And I looked at the instruction book for this form, and the instruction on the 1040 U.S. individual income tax return for 2024, I took the instructions book out, and then went down to page 8 and about filing requirements. It says that these rules apply to all U.S. citizens, regardless of where they live, and resident aliens. That is correct. Is that right? Am I right about that?
I'm going to pull out the instructions now.
Sure.
Okay, and you said page 8?
Yes, on filing requirements.
Okay. So are you reading under do you have to file, or you're in another section?
Well, it's on page 8. I'm on my computer on page 8. Filing requirements on top.
Okay. All right, I see it. I'm looking for what you just read to me.
On page 8, on the top left, in big print, it says filing requirements. Do you see that? It's on page 8.
Filing requirements, the rules. So the rules apply to all U.S. citizens regardless of where they live and resident aliens. Okay?
Okay, so I'm right on that part. Okay, so, but the thing that got me is I wasn't sure what they meant by U.S. to know what is a U.S. citizen, because, it depends how you define the term U.S. U.S. citizen could be a different thing. So what I was told that the law that you guys are enforcing is the Internal Revenue Code. Is that correct? Is that what the IRS follows, the Internal Revenue Code?
Yes, we do have a code.
Okay. Is it called the Internal Revenue Code? Is that correct?
I would have to look it up for you.
Okay, so let me clarify. The federal tax laws, I was wrong. I was told the Internal Revenue Code is the federal tax laws that are published by Congress that IRS follows and enforces. Is that correct, or am I wrong on that?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, thank you. Because then I was told by somebody that all these things are defined in the Internal Revenue Code. So what I did is I looked up the Internal Revenue Code, and apparently it's available online for free now on the website of the House of Representatives. The lawyers have a website called uscode.house.gov. But are you able to look up that the laws, the federal tax laws that's published by Congress? Can you look them up and read them up for yourself, by the way? Like, as I can do that.
If you can look them up, I mean, that means it's public, so I should be able to look them up.
Okay. All right. It's uscode.house.gov.
Okay.
uscode.house.gov.
All right. Are you able to hold for me 5 to 7 minutes so I can look at
Sure.
this website up? Thank you.
Sure. She put me on hold now. She's going to look it up. Hey, we're making some progress. The IRS agent actually is going to look up the law for herself. Now, it's a little funny because you would think she already would know how to do that. I mean, if these agents are there to enforce the law, the tax laws, they should be able to look up the law so that they can understand it correctly. And then when people call, can give an answer to you like that. Why would I, as a citizen, will have to teach her how to look up the law that she's supposed to enforce? That's her job. She gets paid a full-time salary, paid holidays, vacation, right? And training for how many months, over the weeks and months. You'd think she should know how to look up the law for herself about that she's supposed to enforce, but apparently not. These agents are apparently ignorant of the law. They're just enforcing what they are told to just help you fill out the forms, as she said. I cannot help you except maybe a couple lines on the 1040 form. That's all they know. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too long before she comes back, but we may have to cut that out. If she takes a long time to come back, we may cut this and continue the video when she comes back. Okay. By the way, for those of you who have not seen this before, here it is. This is the uscode.house.gov. The United States Code is a consolidation and codification by subject matter of the general and permanent laws of the United States. That's the federal government, right? And it's not some off-the-wall guy who published this. This is prepared by the Office of the Law Revision Council of the United States House of Representatives. Yep. Look at it on this page, on the top left. That circle you see, the seal on the top left area, that's the seal of the U.S. House of Representatives, And then next to that, Office of the Law Revision Council, United States Code. And the website is uscode.house.gov. Okay, you can go down and see, it tells you can browse the United States Code. Title 1, General Provisions. Title 2 or Category 2 of Congress. These are categories, that's all. Title means category, okay? Category, for example, 7 is agriculture. Category or Title 12 is banks and banking. We go down to 26, Internal Revenue Code. And there's a plus sign on the left of each of these titles. If you click on the plus sign, for example, now it comes back and gives a breakdown of this. Title 26 has subtitle A, income taxes, subtitle B, estate and gift taxes. Okay, all these subtitles. And it breaks down furthermore into, more sections basically, and it tells you what sections are in there. So we're going to be talking to her about income taxes. Now, why would it take this lady so long just to type a code, find a website? I don't understand. Do you? I mean, they should be able to, right off the bat, have a computer. Yeah, of course I can look up the law. You can't look up the law on your personal computer, on your cell phone, but IRS employees.
Thank you for holding, sir. I appreciate your patience. So on your website, exactly what am I looking for?
Okay, so you're there at uscode.house.gov, or did you find it? Ms. Douglas, were you able to get on the computer and find the website? This is the Office of the Law Revision Council, okay, of the U.S. House of Representatives, the lawyers of the Congress, I'm told, that publishes all the federal laws. Were you able to get on there? Ms. Douglas, are you there? Oh, she hung up. Oh, I'm talking to air. She just hung up. Well, there you have it, folks. You saw these people are just a bunch of ignorant people who know nothing about nothing, okay? And when you ask the most simplest things, they just can't handle it, and they just say they don't want to talk to you. They have this whole apparatus to scare you to believe that, IRS is going to get you, you better file, otherwise, you're going to become a victim of the big, powerful IRS. But everything with the IRS does is a bunch of what? It's propaganda. They just scare you. When you pull the curtain behind, you see that guy out there on the right-hand side? Yep, the old guy with the microphone. Yep, customer service. We just called. I didn't get this old white guy. I got two women. I don't know. They sounded like they could be from, black or some accent they have. I'm not sure where they're from, but here they are. They're pretending like they are just a bunch of very competent people, but they're not. They know nothing about nothing. All they know is to help you put the rope around your neck, filling out that 10 for income tax confession and trap form. Okay, that's all they know. And the bottom line is that there's a myth of the IRS that you can bust. You could call the IRS just like me. You could be like me. Bust the myth of the IRS. I invite you to call the IRS at their 800-839-1040 and ask them for yourself. Hey, I want to know about the law. I want to follow the law properly. Okay, I want to make sure I do it right. Accountants oftentimes not right. Start with a 1040 form, right? I'm going to make sure I fill out this 1040 U.S. individual income tax return form correctly. Let's go to instructions, right, of the 1040 IRS publishes at irs.gov. On page 8, about following requirements. These rules apply to all U.S. citizens. Okay, but what's a U.S. and what's a U.S. citizen there for, right? I mean, these are very basic things. By the way, it took her a long time to even find the 1040 instructions, didn't it? I mean, come on. You can't even find the 1040 instructions and go to page 8? It takes you that long? what kind of IQ level people are they hiring at the IRS? Down here or lower? Well, I don't know how low, but they don't have enough IQ, apparently, to even find page 8 of their own instruction form. And when you get to law at all, they just give up. So you don't have to be afraid of these guys. Call them. And then at uscode.house.gov that I mentioned, you can just go show them. Look, section 7701. When used in this title, which is Title 26, the term United States and state, the only thing listed that they included is the District of Columbia. None of the 50 states are listed as a state, even, and D.C., which is not even a state, is listed. How? Because Congress can include anything they want and define things any way they want. They have that prerogative, that right. So they include only D.C. as the term state, okay, which is not a state. And the United States, guess what? When you use the geographical sense, it includes only D.C. as well. So that U.S. citizen that they're referring to, that you think that, oh, it's me. No, this is not a 50-state individual. This is a District of Columbia individual income tax return. They just didn't tell you what the word U.S. meant. They'll let you mislead yourself and assume and believe that this U.S. is a 50 United States individual when it is not. It's a D.C. individual income tax return that they're talking about. In fact, that's why on our website, one of the things I've done is on our step 1, if you go there, above the step on our website, I have a think about this thing here. I'll make it very clear for you, if you look at the law, that this is a District of Columbia individual income tax return. They should really look at the bottom left of this page. Okay? This form should really be called a DC individual income tax return, not a U.S. individual income tax return. But, as long as you fool the American people to believe that they have to file income taxes, they got their job done. They made you a slave through deception. That's how evil forces, satanic forces, they work. The truth is there, hidden in plain sight. You just don't ever slow down. Take the time, look at the close look. And, I see what that is. No, you're too busy. Try to make a living. Pay off your debts. Deal with your spouse or children or your boss or coworker. All these challenges in your life. Your car breaks down. Your kid gets sick. Dealing with all everyday life matters to take the time to educate yourself on the truth that was hidden in front of your eyes in plain sight. So all you got to do is to go to our website, freedomlawschool.org, and go through the 7 steps. Okay? If you haven't done so, you need to do so and follow the law that shows you that based on the official legal websites of the U.S. government, no law requires 99% of Americans to file and pay income taxes. And watch a short video. Now, people say, Peymon, I'll watch the videos. No, you haven't. You need to watch them in order. You need to watch the 7 steps. First, the step 1 video, you start right here, and then you go watch the step 2 videos, okay? Stop filing income tax forms. Do not just simply go on Rumble or YouTube or Odyssey and just look up my videos. No, watch them in the order I put for you to really understand these key things for you to be free. Then after step 2, you go to step 3 videos, realize the IRS operates on deception and bluff, right? And once you know that, then you go take courage from our victories in step 4, right? And then you go to step 5, you question authority, right? And then step 6 after that is the Restore Freedom Plan. I invite you to join to Restore Freedom in America and give you 100% guarantee from the IRS attacks of any kind. You'll be 100% protected if you're willing to be an America's a modern-day founding fathers of America. And step 7, love and spread the truth. Tell others. Email to your friends, family members, co-workers. Okay? Text them on your social media, Facebook, X account, everywhere. Put our website, put a video out there, let people know they can be free. And don't forget this, most of your employees, you can go and stop the automatic withholding from your paycheck by your boss. But your company, they steal your paycheck, don't let them take income tax. Go on the right, okay, on the top of our website, the menu comes, free yourself from tax withholding, right? Click on that, free yourself from tax withholding, and there we give you complete instructions, okay, on video and in writing, and the proper sample form for you to fill out to stop your employer from stealing income taxes from your hard-earned paycheck. Don't let them do that. This is for free. My gift to every one of you to have a better life. Cost of things are going up. Eggs, rent, food, car repairs. There's a solution. Stop paying income tax that you never legally owed in the first place. And have some fun. Call the IRS at 800-829-1040. With that, folks, I give you my love and I give you this information. But it's up to you as you drive around on your smartphone, put our videos up, watch the road while you listen to the videos. Then when you go to work at lunch or dinner at home, play the videos again. This time, watch and listen. And you're going to see, I'm free. I know the truth. You'll be out of the matrix, just like Neo in the movie Matrix was plugged in. And after a while, he opened his eyes and said, I know Kung Fu. He did all those fantastic Kung Fu moves, right? Well, guess what? You're going to know the real Kung Fu in real life as you be a free person. And you can do that at freedomlawschool.org, okay? Do that and you can restore freedom. Have you be free when you fight back for freedom. Have America be a free country again. Thanks for being with me.